I would like to issue a congratulations to the Tuskegee Airmen. Who are the Tuskegee Airmen? Well, beginning in about 1939 through to 1940, the United States Air Force tried an experiment. They pulled together a group of intellectually bright young African-American men, shipped them off to Tuskegee, Alabama, and began to train them for becoming U.S. fighter pilots. Some of them were trained to become maintenance men on those aircraft. So a great deal of pressure was put on the United States Air Force to allow the young men to become fighter pilots, to actually go into battle in World War II. But there were those who said, no, we don't want to take a chance with these men who are intellectually inferior to whites and who are not going to be able to fly aircraft. But the pressure mounted, and finally, in March of 1941, March 22nd, the Air Force activated the Tuskegee pilots. Now, I don't know the motivation finally by which the Air Force made that decision, but it was one of the best decisions they ever made in terms of the Air Force and the United States, because that group of African-American pilots began to paint their aircraft tails red, and so they were also called red tails. But they went into battle. They actually flew missions to protect the bombers who were delivering a payload on the European continent. And I can tell you now what history records, that from 1941 through the end of World War II, the Tuskegee pilots, those red tails, never lost a single aircraft. My father's oldest brother, Leroy Cleaver, Jr., was a red tail. He was proud of being a red tail. He had the opportunity to be honored before he died last year for what he had done in terms of helping to protect this nation. And so this is a great anniversary, and it's a time for us to say to the Tuskegee pilots who still live in and around our community and all over the country for that matter, thank you for what you did. Thank you for what you did for our country. Congratulations on this anniversary.